a contender in the West. Is that McNuts?
Okay, so hear me out. It is not McNuts. However, I don't know that I'm ready to jump to the contender word yet. I do have a tremendous respect for the way that he fits in terms of the basketball of it all and the urgency with which Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and that Warriors organization are playing in terms of making something happen now. Understand that there's not endless runway anymore. So I do respect the way that he changes the game. I don't know that I can go all the way contender.
Alan, can they win 2 playoff series? That's if we're going to define a contender as winning 2 playoff series. Do you think they can do it with Butler?
Yeah, they can, because history tells you they can. You get the Butler bump. This is what happens when you get him late in the season and he's got all the petty going on, which you know he's so good at, that he's going to give you his best. He's going to be on his best behavior, the apple to the teacher, the hands folded on the desk. That's what you're getting out of Jimmy Butler right now. And he fits so well, like Monica said, with the fact that he can get to the free throw line, he can get to the mid-range, he can score, and he's a clutch player, adding him to Steph Curry. They're a dangerous team right now.
I want a quick take from Legs on that, too. Can they win 2 playoff series? Can this team win 2 playoff series in the West?
I think it's possible because of the rest of the West and the matchups that we're looking at here. I mean, because we all said it. It's Oklahoma City. And then trying to figure out the rest of it. Golden State's now thrust themselves into that conversation.
Okay, let's go to the next McNuts, and this one is in the East. Monica, Stephen A. suggested that Joel Embiid should just shut it down, or the Sixers should shut him down right now. Is that McNuts?
It is not McNuts, and I am inclined to agree because shout out to Taylor Twellman. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing in Philadelphia? He can't stay healthy. He's not on the floor. If you are stuck with this albatross of a contract, call it now on this particular year so that you can have him moving forward. Like, this, to me, is not making the situation.
Why are you laughing, Alan?
Can we show that again? What?
It's effort. Isn't that what you want to see?
Is it though?
No? Okay.
Is it though?
Look,
I'm sorry, this was hilarious.
Joel
The reaction of the player, the offensive player.
It's not
the best thing I've ever seen.
So here it is again.
What's the offensive play?
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize the offensive player looked
Like, did something just fly by me? What was that? Is that a?
I'm so sorry.
That a bird?
Okay,
Sorry, Monica, I blew up your whole spot.
No, it's fine.
No.
This is way better.
So look, I'm old enough to remember when Joel Embiid was the most valuable player in the NBA. It was like 2 years ago. Right. How did we go from that to he should never have played in the Olympics, which I agree with you on. How in the world they allowed that, I have no idea. To now he has the worst contract in the league, to let's just shut him down and hope that somehow he gets it and gets himself into shape that we've never seen him be in maybe in his whole career in time for next year.
Because at this point, all you're trying to do is salvage some sort of a return at some point. And despite Allen's desire, right, to inflict punishment upon Joel Embiid and force him to play every night, I don't think that's the right way to go. And I understand that mentality too, by the way. Hey, man.
Why the hell do I got to take losses? Why you get to sit out?
Give me something. Come on. I understand that, but the bottom line is we're watching this guy. He is hobbling around, ineffective defensively, a perimeter player offensively. No, shut it down, and maybe you get something on the tail end of this contract.
Okay, let's talk about another player who has been very much in the conversation lately, and right now it feels like the opposite. Monica, if someone said Luka Doncic Saturday night put the entire Western Conference on notice, is that McNuts?
This is a trick question, Greeny, because you know I take my segment very seriously. It's not McNuts, but it's also like, where you been? Duh. Like, this is the reason we spent the entire week talking about this trade, because this dude has the capability to do this kind of to do this type of stuff, right? So I'm gonna go not McNuts because this is a given. Like, he is a force in this league.
On you, because I was here when this trade happened, and the conversation was short term, this is going to help the Mavericks, help the Mavericks, help the Mavericks.
Greeny,
long term,
the Mavericks have 17 injuries.
Fine, I'm just saying. And long term, this is about the Lakers. This is about the Lakers beyond LeBron. This is about the Lakers winning championships, on into the future and him being the face. It wasn't about them all of a sudden blowing out Denver Saturday night, and we're sitting here talking about them being a championship contender right now.
Okay, so first of all, I think I have seen Denver at points this season not check all the way through the fourth quarter. And
okay.
I think that's a little bit of what happened. I don't think that the Lakers necessarily are going to win a championship this year, but the isolation of how good Luka is a separate conversation.
Okay.
If the Mavericks were still healthy, to me, this year, they had a better chance.
So I didn't mean to confuse you with the Mavericks. I understand they all got hurt.
Okay.
The point I'm trying to make is...
Nobody saw this?
Nope. I did not feel like the reaction of all of my basketball people, of which you are 3, when this trade was made was, oh, the Lakers suddenly enter the championship conversation right now. I did not feel like that was anybody, any part of the conversation. And after Saturday night, I feel like it sort of is.
The Luka-LeBron connection was one that we were going to have to watch and see how it works, because it's 2 ball-dominant, high-usage players that now have to learn how to play off of each other and with each other. And when LeBron said, I'm a great wide receiver, he's a great quarterback, that told you right away they now understand what it's going to take. And in this game, Luka was a quarterback, and as you see right there, LeBron was running routes, and they were running the Nuggets ragged.
So give me some tape. Like, show everybody what it is that we saw and what it is that we're looking at now with this LA.
All right, and at first, I just realized I have to preface this by saying, look, the lineup right now that Denver has on the floor for this particular play, it lends itself to what the Lakers did. When you're talking about Russell Westbrook, as here, Hunter Tyson, Christian Brown, and Aaron Gordon. When you talk about spacing, this isn't ideal for Jokic in the way he wants to operate, but I don't want to take anything away from what the Lakers did, and it starts here. You know, physicality before he even gets into his set. You come up, make him feel you. They do it right there. And as this play progresses, you'll take a look at what is involved here. Again, contact on his first cut, but on the weak side, watch Austin Reeves jump, and he's going to impede his path of progress. And now that initial defender doesn't give up on the play, loops all the way back around to get back in front here. So you end up, going too far, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Hit the wrong button. Here we go. Get right back to this spot. And what you end up with is this now, a crowd. And look, again, the spacing doesn't help because now, look, you don't have to guard the shooter. You can sit in his lap. You get a great front position. Austin Reeves is going to continue to hang out. I mean, look at the way he's bottled up right here. Now, as the ball comes to the opposite side of the floor, it looks like right about here, there's a glimmer of hope. Wait, I see it. There's some spacing. This is Jokic flash, catch the ball, get the layup. So at the end of all that, he still gets something. Well, watch the reaction right here of Jackson Hayes. Watch this. He goes down, sits in his lap. Again, the vision is taken away immediately. You still have Austin Reeves like edge of the lane. So you end up with Jokic right here. The ball gets reversed. Now it helps if Aaron Gordon shoots that basketball. He doesn't.
Yes.
And as a result, the play is dead. Jokic kind of gives up on it. You get 4 guys around him on the glass too, and he gets nothing. It helped who Denver had on the floor, but make no doubt, this was a game plan that was gone over in film, in walkthrough, again at halftime, and the commitment to it was really impressive. And that is where the coaching, where you really go, okay, J.J. Redick's message is resonating with these guys. Yes. They're going to stick to it to this extent. And he's found something that he thinks, at least, hey, for one night, it was perfect against Jokic.
I saw the comments that J.J. made that he did not sleep between their game against Portland on Thursday and their game on Saturday against Denver, and you saw it. I mean, to the point that you just made, this team is buying in. He's turning out to be an excellent coach. Stephen A. said he should be in the Coach of the Year conversation. The real question is, what if this team plays like that? What are they capable of being?
They're capable of being a team that can get to a Final Four with the certain matchups. And I'll tell you what, if you're the NBA and an NBA fan, you know what you're rooting for? At some point along the way, you get Lakers, Mavericks in a playoff series with everybody healthy. That to me would be must watch. First round, second round, doesn't matter. That every single game must watch, because that's a series that you don't want to miss.
It's not out of the question either. In a 3-6 or in Denver, I mean, Lakers potentially in play for the 2 now. You could get a 2-7, 3-6. That could possibly happen.
This is spicy. The tea is hot.
Same question. Same question that I asked you about the Warriors. This Laker team, can they win 2 playoff series?
With that defense, yes. To me, that's the first time we've seen that defense.
That's
that intense.
That buy-in, right?
That defense, yes. But I don't know if that's sustainable. For one, if you gave me a series of the Nuggets Lakers right now, you're not holding Jokic to 12 points over 7 games. That's not going to happen. So yes, they were great last night. I want to know, how sustainable is it? I will say this. In my concerns about their defense, Dorian Finney-Smith, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt are guys that I think you can bank on defensively. LeBron James knows how to turn it on when he wants to. I underrated the return of Vando. I will certainly give you that one. So we'll see.
I do like the fact that you're saying win 2 series. You're not getting too crazy.
But that makes you a contender.
The Thunder are out there.
Right.
So I'm glad you're saying it that way, because you go, okay, wait a second, let's see, who are these teams? So yeah, man, it sounds possible.
Look at that number at the bottom of your screen. Those are analytics. They are devoid of emotion. They're not about the Lakers being the Lakers and people wanting to bet on them and LeBron being the biggest star in the game. Those are analytics geeks pointing out, with respect, pointing out that OKC is overwhelmingly the favorite favorite in the West, but the Lakers are next. And that, to me, is what makes a team a contender. If you can win 2 playoff series, you're a contender. And you're telling me the answer to that question is yes.
Vegas says the same thing. The Lakers have skyrocketed up to the higher
I get it, but
odds.
Vegas is going to, that's going to be a lot of people throwing money on the Lakers. This, to me, is something entirely
I think that's a good
different.
definition. That's how I define it, too, because if you're at that point, that means you're basically in that last series to go to the finals. Then a lot of stuff can happen, man. Injuries play into it. Guys have a couple of cold nights in a series. You're at that point, you've put yourself in a position where some things go right and some good luck. You potentially are now in the finals or winning a championship. That's how I define contender.
Final word.
We gonna see?
That's a perfect.